Hello, welcome to the Enterprise Web. Let's take a minute to explore an enterprise website from a customer's perspective. Our MWR websites all have a standard template, so they'll be consistent wherever a soldier or community member may be stationed. The header area always shows the garrison name, and below it are links to important sections that we'll be talking about later. The blue bar is key because it includes standard categories by topic. The titles in this bar are the same at every Army location. For joint bases that also have members of other services, these names are general in nature so that everyone can easily find what they're looking for. You'll see that the content below the header is built in a grid with space to hold different types of content. The website has space for advertising in the top 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and 3 additional spaces at the bottom near the footer area. 1, 2, 3. MWR marketing offices can sell these spaces. Each block can hold up to 10 ads each. They're stacked to change in sequence when visitors click around the page. Each time a page refreshes, a new ad will appear. We use a separate program called Revive to load ads. We have a separate training guide and video for that, and it's so easy to learn. People usually don't need a special class, but if you need help, just call on the web team. We'll be happy to walk you through any step. The large box is called the Premier block. It displays promotions and events in this space, and below that, the website really gets down to business. These smaller tiles, or blocks, allow you to promote events and programs at your MWR. When clicked, each block reveals a web page with the details about that particular event or promo. When you create events and promos, please choose your images carefully. Use images that are uncluttered and will be easy to understand when viewed on a small mobile phone. The Enterprise Web is responsive, and it's designed to automatically adapt to smaller screen sizes. This is what happens when we collapse the homepage to a narrow vertical format, and it's what your website will look like on a mobile phone or a tablet. It goes from horizontal to vertical, and content will be viewed by scrolling up or down. Now, while the text remains readable in that small format, the images tend to get really small, and that's why it's important to choose images that are uncluttered and straightforward. The grid format of the homepage is designed to deliver a lot of information in a way that's easy for people to get what they want without having to wade through a lot of drop-down menus and endless searching. MWR generally offers 2 types of programming, and this website is designed to accommodate both. Events have dates and usually specific start and end times. Event dates are displayed in a gray stripe in the lower left of the image. Dated items are listed chronologically. They're connected to the calendar. At the end of the day, an event is over, 11:59 p.m. to be exact. It will automatically disappear from the home page, and the next item in line will slide over to replace it. Promos are less specific. They are not connected to the calendar, and they don't display dates. They're very versatile. You can use them to promote ongoing classes or programs, like the summer reading program, or even to add a link to your monthly MWR magazine. The bottom of the site, the footer area, shows those 3 additional ad spaces that I mentioned earlier, and it also shows a panel of links to our partners like the Exchange and the commissaries. This appears on every MWR website. The colored bars at the bottom contain your local information, which we can help you load. And the blue footer area contains 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3. The top and the bottom are standard for all MWR websites. Content in those 2 spaces is managed by the headquarters web team, but the middle section is all yours, and you can add links to any local information that your community members may need. Social media links are listed down at the bottom. Now let's head north again, and we'll take a look at 3 important links. We'll start with facilities and programs. You know, we talked about how the standard categories in the blue bar are the foundation of actually how information is organized in the website, and I'm going to show you how that works. Let's click on Facilities and Programs. This page contains a list of the pages for your MWR services. Now, Fort Bragg is a huge garrison, so their list is quite long, especially with community support. Yours may not be quite as long as this, or maybe it will be. But this page contains the listing for all of your MWR services, facilities, and programs, and they're grouped by those same categories in the blue bar. As you build your pages for each facility, you will assign the category it belongs to. Some MWR programs might apply to multiple categories. For instance, at Fort Bragg, their aquatics program is listed under recreation, and it also appears again under the aquatics. That's fine. You can do that too, but use this ability wisely and don't repeat the same program too often. Keep the list short to make it easy for people to be able to scan the list and find what they need quickly. Another foundation of the enterprise web is the calendar. All events which have dates are connected to the calendar, and they have triggering mechanisms in them that govern when the ad will appear and when it will disappear off of the website. It updates itself automatically. Events are color-coded according to their category, and customers can select a specific category to filter only events that interest them. For instance, outdoor recreation is dark green, so let's click the categories list and click outdoor recreation, and I'll show you what I mean about it filtering by what a person is interested in. So these are the outdoor recreation events, and if I click one, then a thumbnail pops up which gives just basic information at a quick glance about that event and a small teaser message. And if we click more, then that takes us to the web page to display all of the details about that event. The list view opens to reveal more details in a chronological order. And that's very handy for people who are viewing your content on a web, or rather on a mobile phone. You can see it appears in a list, and if they click on any of the links, then the web page will appear. Finally, the Contact Us link. This is a page that you'll use to list business information about your MWR, and it can be as short or as comprehensive as you like. For Fort Bragg, they've limited it to some information about family and MWR, and to include information about their corporate sponsorship and advertising, and their marketing office. Fort Meade has done it a little bit differently. And this is also a good way to do it. They've used the Contact Us list as a directory of all of their programs and facilities. And you may notice that the telephone numbers look a little odd. There's a plus and a 1. On a smartphone, this format enables tap dialing, so that when somebody just touches the telephone number, it will automatically dial and connect. So that is a look at how the enterprise web delivers information. You've seen that it's designed to provide a variety of information to your community with just a few clicks. And as you move forward in building your pages, keep in mind that people are using their cell phones and other small devices more than ever. You'll be designing your content for those users first. Write concisely and use images that can be understood at a glance. Your goal is to make your content easy to access and quick to read. Then you'll want to make your website so good and keep it so current, colorful, and informative that it will always be the first place that people look to find out what's happening in your community. I hope this helps, and I want to thank you for watching.